In this video, I'd like to show you how to download what is called a PUMF microdata file from Statistics Canada in a publicly accessible website called Odesi. Here is the course website. I have already provided the link for you to the website Odesi. It is an open access data repository that you do not need to be affiliated with any institution to be able to access these data. The link I have provided for you will point you directly to what is called the individuals file for the 2021 census, public use microdata file, or the PUMF file. What does it mean? Individuals file means every single record in the data set represents one person, one individual. It contains 144 variables in the 2021 census, including variables such as age, income, and highest level of education or immigration status, for example. Statistics Canada also produces another PUMF file, but recorded at a slightly different level, called the hierarchical level. So if I search for 2021 census hierarchical data file, the first record would point us to that PUMF file. What is this? Instead of every single record being an individual, a person, there are 149,789 private households recorded in that database. So every observation is now a private household, not just a person. In total, it has, I think somewhere it says 101 variables, and they measure slightly. Some are the same, but some are slightly different things in a household as opposed to a person. For example, in an individual file, it will record that one person's market income, for example. Whereas in a hierarchical file, if this is a household consisting of husband, wife, family, then it will record the respondent market income as well as the spouse market income. This demonstration in this video, I want to show you how to download the individual file for 2021 census. You can do the same thing for hierarchical file, and you can actually go back to 2016 PUMF file and download the corresponding data set as well. If you scroll down, what you do is you can look at the data file in what is called the Data Explorer tool. This is an online analytical tool that you can look at, number one, all the variables. What is the name or the mnemonic or the variable name corresponding to what that variable actually measures? For example, this variable, bedrooms, would record the accommodation in which that individual lives in, how many bedrooms there are. Or it can be a variable showing you that for that individual, what is the total income of the family in which that individual resides with. It also records another example, what is the major field of study for the individual responding to census. So if you look at the different groupings of variables, you will be able to do some look at the summary statistics. What is the place of work in the province? It shows you that the total valid count is 980,000 observations. The mean is 73, whatever it means, and the median is 99. So take a look at the categories. These are the different numbers are showing you categories of the representation of the provinces in Canada. Some of them are non-response, which is 99, and that's why you get a 99 representing that people are just not responding in this census. So coming back to the website, here is the code book, which shows you the data file, the variable description, and what these variables are actually measuring. To download the dataset, you need to agree to the terms. So scroll down and say agree. Now all the data files and documentation are now downloadable. The data file that we will be working with and is the easiest to work with is the data in comma separated value format. If you click that, it will download the data file. Because it has 980,000 observations, it will take a few seconds to download it. It's right there. It is in a zip drive or in a zip data format. If you extract all, click it open, you will see, it will take a little while for my Excel to open it. You will see that it has a little more than 980,000 observations. It's still taking time to open. So the file opens in Excel. This is a CSV file, comma separated file, which means whatever modification you have done with this Excel file with a formula, when you save it, it will lose all the formula. It just save it as a text or comma separated text file. So mindful of that, if you make any changes and you want to keep it with the formula, you need to save it back to an Excel file by choosing File, Save As. Here, comma separated, you want to choose the Excel workbook eventually. But for now, I just want to show you how the dataset is look like. The first row will be the mnemonics, the variable names that I just showed you in the codebook or in the Explorer website. If you just click all the way down, there are 980,868 observations in this data set, with the first row being the mnemonic. So your task for the rest of the term is to work with this data set.